He said, this guy, LGBT activist Colin McGuire, retweeted a cancel post of me a couple of days ago and just got arrested in a poopy diaper for trying to rape an 11-year-old child. Happy Pride Month! What a way to start the month off, with a bang, eh? That's kind of fucking crazy. I almost said phrasy. I can't speak, man. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, what a fucking headline. Happy Pride Month. Oh no, it was poopy too. What does he got here for pictures? Fucking Colin McGuire reposted this guy, and then it said Stone Toss's real name, unfortunately. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Illinois State University Redbirds? Fuck cancer? A Technoblade never dies? What kind of profile is this? What is this? And over here, I'm gonna bring up this tweet in a second, and I also have that video. And I guess that's him regretting his life choices while standing in a living room with a diaper, awaiting what he thought was an 11-year-old. Colin Patrick McGuire, 21 of Chicago, was arrested during a predator-poacher sting operation, believing he would be meeting a parent and an 11-year-old girl to abuse in Illinois. He donned a diaper and soiled it within 10 minutes of entering the sting house. Why would you think that a parent was going to, like, let you abuse their child? What kind of fucking weird, bizarro world are you living in? Why would you think this is anything but a fucking Fed? This is one of Colin's tweets. He looks like a predator, right? He's got that physiognomy. He's got that face where you just look at him and you're like, I know what you would do if you had access to children alone. Oh my god. We got a Pride Month, introduce yourself, name is Colin, sexuality's pansexual, pronouns he, him, they, them. Just a guy with the mindset of kiss whoever the fuck I want to, which apparently includes 11-year-old children brought to your house by their parents. Apparently those aren't out of the question. Truly pansexual. Kiss some lead. Yeah, he needs to kiss the lead instead. Oh, that's a kid diddler, no doubt. Well, he just got arrested wearing a poopy diaper, so, you know. There's the fucking intake mugshot, I suppose. What a scruffy, weird little guy. The Inquisition is ready for disposal. Why? Why would you be wearing the poopy diaper? Why are you like this? I hate this man. I am just viscerally disgusted by any adults wearing diapers. Like, if you had to, like, I don't know, get your colon removed for, like, cancer or some shit, and you have to wear them for medical purposes, like, I'm not gonna dog on you, right? Like, I feel bad that you had that happen. But if you're wearing diapers for, like, any kind of weird, pleasurable reason, you are disgusting. You are lesser than a cockroach. Re-rendered censored version of the video, thank you. Oh, what a cute censor. Oh, Stray Wolf, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Can't show this on a Christian stream.
Okay. This is Colin McGuire.
Oh god, you can see how, like, saggy his poopy diaper is. That's terrible. These poor police officers. Why?
Please give these officers a raise. West Frankfurt, please. Holy shit. Literally.
Literally.
Physically too small.
Put your pants on.
You got something to put on.
Put your pants on.
He came here to meet an 11-year-old girl for straight.
Put your pants on.
I'm having a fucking emotional breakdown,
You
please.
know what? You're gonna get cuffed and you're gonna walk out without pants if you don't put your pants on right now.
I never wanted to be this bad!
Okay. Put your pants on now.
What did he say? I never wanted to be a what? I never wanted to be a what? I can't hear that. I'm gonna replay it because, like, I couldn't understand what he was saying. Why are you screaming? It's only chocolate spinach fudge. Jesus Christ. What a terrible day to have eyes. He's having an emotional breakdown because he pooped his pants in front of the police, not because he was caught trying to have sex with an 11-year-old.
He came here to meet an 11-year-old girl for straight.
I'm having a fucking emotional breakdown, please.
I kind of want to have the soundbite of I'm having a fucking emotional breakdown. I kind of want that for stream.
Walk out without pants if you don't put your
I
pants on right now.
I never wanted to be this way!
Okay.
Put your pants
Okay, I still can't understand what he's screaming about. I never wanted to be a something.
Look at this.
Grab those pants and put them on right now.
Oh my
I-
god. Yeah, what's in the diaper?
Put them on.
Yeah, I'm going
Leave
to.
the diaper alone. Put your pants on.
Why was he reaching for the poopy diaper?
I didn't want to.
Put your pants on.
I didn't want.
I don't.
I never wanted to be this way. Oh, chat, it's okay. He just has POCD. He said he doesn't want to be this way. That means it's fine he tried meeting an 11-year-old. Don't you get it? POCD is so much different from pedophilia. I didn't choose the predator life. It chose me, I swear. What a stunning and brave vision of the POCD community. Huge copium.
This is your song.
Thank you, Monster Reader. You're here to read the monsters for us. We need someone with your abilities. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 slaves, my guy. Imagine being that much of a derelict. I don't think I could imagine it, man. I don't think I could imagine it. What a terrible day to have ears. True. His survival instinct told him to throw the poop like his ancestors did. Also true.
Wear what you want. Put your pants on. Put them on.
I just.
Dude, the fucking other people are just like dying from the scent of his poopy diaper. Holy shit.
You guys are fucking sick for
You know what's sick? Trying to solicit a minor for sex.
Purposely shitting yourself in my living room.
There be these.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh god, touching his face with his poopy hands. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. He touched his poopy diaper and then touched his face. Oh god. Why?
Oh my.
Yeah, I know it's disgusting. Put your pants on.
Put your pants on.
And he's
I don't
from
want-
Bloomington. He can't.
I hope he's from Bloomington? What the fuck? Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious. The back seat will need a deep cleaning. I feel like this man's living room needs a fucking deep cleaning. Bloomington moment. Is this common in Bloomington, Illinois, dude? I have now dyed it inside. Don't be your Bloomington. Well, if you live in Bloomington, Illinois, it's your Bloomington. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. Ah, yes, Bloomington. What's a Bloomington? It's a city in Illinois. The diaper makers cater to this. How terrible. How fucking awful, man. More like Groomington. True! It's Groomington now. There's also a Bloomington, Minnesota. Oh, no. You're like 20 minutes away from there. Jesus Christ. Bloomington is where the Mall of America is. Oh, I didn't know that. The ginger guy in front, soy pogging, is sending your sides into orbit. He's soy pogging because they caught a predator. They finally won. Oh, so this is like Springfield? What's like Springfield? There's also a Bloomington in Indiana. What the fuck? Why are there so many Bloomingtons? There's a Bloomington in basically every I've never seen a Bloomington in Massachusetts or in Georgia. There's also a Bloomington, New York. What the fuck? How many Springfields do we have in the US? We have a ton of those. We have a ton of those. Alex Rosen catches a lot of predators. Oh, I didn't know that was who was in the video. I don't know these names. Outback has blooming onions. Yeah, but I can't be seen at Outback Steakhouse anymore. I'm too embarrassed. The Mall of America. Wild how America only has one. Why are you not surprised the pedo is an anti-Trump diaper fur? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how they all act the same way. You know, just a little bit.
2 hours, and
And
he
infection.
is having a child. He's under investigation for child porn in Bloomington, and he also received CP to that phone as well. And yeah, he's in.
Oh,
for,
God.
Then for a world, he's in very deep shit right now.
Both literally
he
and
also has pending
figuratively.
charges.
This guy in the back kind of looks like Mizkif almost. Like it makes me think of like an alternate universe Mizkif. The guy has poop jokes. I mean, if a guy shits his pants in your living room, I feel like you're entitled to make some shitty puns. The cop looked back and laughed at the deep shit pun. Where's our cheeseburger? Wait, never mind. You don't want this cheeseburger. McGuire has long been an activist, identifies as pansexual, diaper fetish, and was seeking children to participate, arrested and charged with solicitation to meet and indecent solicitation of children. Defending proven killers solely because of their identity. Now this. I think it's high time many people in the LGBT community loudly en masse reject these allies. This is sick, and you're rubbing your faces in mud and excrement as you keep silent or not have a large pushback. Pure evil transgender woman who viciously stabbed postal worker to death in NYC Delhi, sentenced to 15 years. The only Delhi attack I remember was on Israelis, right? She was defending herself, free her. Colin McGuire came to meet who he believed to be an 11-year-old and her mother not even 10 minutes into meeting. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's the guy was saying that the pure evil transgender woman who viciously stabbed someone was defending herself. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine a pedophile defending a pure evil transgender woman. Not the Delhi department. God damn, homie was on Twitter with his real name doing this shit. Yeah, but he had the right politics, right? Like, it's stunning and brave to defend a pure evil transgender woman who stabbed a postal worker to death, but you're actually literally a Nazi if you just say, maybe we shouldn't have open borders, guys. That makes you a white supremacist, don't you know? Not beating the allegations. Lamau. That's fucking crazy, dude. His handle is CP McGuire1. They're not even trying to hide it anymore! On a scale from 1 to 10, how radicalized is your manager? My manager fucking loves me, and I appreciate him. Great handle, the jokes write themselves. Yeah, how can you just be out here on Twitter with CP McGuire as your name, defending people who are stabbing postal workers to death, trying to meet up with an 11-year-old to fuck them, and shitting in your stupid fucking diaper? I was like, how do these people exist? It stuns my brain. This was May 29th, 2025. Oh my god, this just happened too. This is fucking recent. I didn't even fucking hear of this. Pure evil transgender woman who fatally stabbed postal worker inside NYC Delhi, sentenced to 15 years. Disgusting excuse for a human being. Only 15 years? The knife-wielding trans woman who viciously stabbed a postal worker to death in a Harlem deli earlier this year was sentenced Thursday to 15 years behind bars. Jaya Cruz, 24, who ruthlessly killed a USPS worker, Ray Hodges, after an argument in January, was given the sentence after striking a plea deal, infuriating relatives of Hodges at the Manhattan court hearing who wanted more time. That's crazy they were allowed to strike a plea deal. Man, what a fucking identity shield can do for you, baby. God damn. And it's like, I fuck hate the USPS as any normal American does, as they are incompetent, they are lazy, they steal your mail, they're pieces of shit. I fucking hate them. But I would never stab them, because then I'd never get my mail again. I just hope that the competency crisis will end soon, and then I can start giving greeting cards and nice Christmas pastries to my postal workers once again. I miss the days where I liked my postal worker. I miss them. The real question is, can she get out early on parole? I mean, you know that this man is going to. Implying she. Oh god, the fucking micro bangs. This is pure evil. This is a disgusting excuse for a human being, and you allowed a second chance. The mother of Hodges' children, whose name wasn't immediately clear, told Judge Gregory Caro. And that's completely correct. That's completely correct. These people are able to be given lighter sentences because they hide behind an identity shield. They shouldn't be striking fucking plea deals for murder like this. That's nuts, dude. He already didn't get 20 to life. Kirsche's postal worker's the himbo that got away. When people like this are allowed plea bargains, you get broken families. You get us. I'm not happy with 15 years, she raged. To all these postal workers, be careful when you're out there working your route. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. If people know that they can get off on plea deals after murdering postal workers, it's going to become the same exact thing as when people were getting light sentences for murdering police officers. And then, wow, murders of police officers started going up. Who could have seen that coming? In April, Cruz pled guilty to first-degree manslaughter in the January 2nd slaying of Hodges, a 36-year-old father of two, at Joe's Deli Grocery. Absolutely insane. Cruz knifed Hodges after he confronted her about cutting him in line at the counter inside the bodega, later saying that he deserved it, according to prosecutors. Brother man. Wait until the postal workers teach people why it's called going postal. I don't know if they're capable of that anymore. They just fucking steal shit from people's porches nowadays. How do you get a plea deal after that statement? Getting a plea deal after saying that the guy that you stabbed to death deserved it does not give me hope for Carmelo Anthony's case, where he literally said, like, yeah, I did it. I don't have very much faith in our justice system. I don't like the federal government that much, chat. At the sentencing Thursday, an attorney for Cruz said Hodges made a slur about her gender identity during the deli clash. All right, okay, like, I have to, chat. I have to point out, it's very sad. This man should not have lost his life, and this demonic person who stabbed him deserves way more than fucking 15 years. But can I just find it a little funny that it's a black guy, and he's getting the... oh, well, that person said a slur towards the transgender person, therefore it was completely justified. Considering how many times, oh, they said the N-word, so any violence towards them was completely justified. I just find that slightly ironic. I find a little bit of irony in there. The fucking privilege stack strikes again. I am tired of these oppression Olympics, and I would like this entire thing to stop. If someone says the N-word, they don't deserve being attacked. I don't care if he said or did not say a slur towards a transgender person. He did not deserve to get fucking stabbed. He did not deserve that in any way, shape, or form. And anyone who tries to equate like, oh, well, he shouldn't have said the slur, you are a fucking retard. You are a massive fucking retard. No one deserves to lose their life or even get stabbed in the first place. Even if they survive the stabbing, they don't deserve that for saying a fucking slur. The lawyer also listed medications that Cruz, who has a history of knife violence, plea deal, by the way, has been taking to maintain his gender, and requested that he be placed in a female jail facility. After the sentencing, Hodges' furious family members began chanting, "It's a boy," and "fucking boy" inside the courtroom as other supporters wore Justice for Ray t-shirts. Based. Fucking based family. That's exactly what you should be doing. They deserve to get a higher fucking sentence on this freak. Judge Caro called the fatal stabbing a senseless killing over a trivial misunderstanding. But he added that proving someone's intent to kill is always difficult, an apparent explanation for the plea deal and light sentence. Proving someone's intent. They literally fucking said, where is it? They literally fucking said he deserved it. What do you mean? What do you mean it's hard to prove intent? This father should still be fucking alive if you identity freaks would stop playing your oppression Olympics games. Holy fuck. Cruz's April plea deal comes less than 3 months after prosecutors indicted her on a second-degree murder charge for the broad daylight killing, which carries a maximum prison sentence of 25 years to life. This is so upsetting. Like, this is incredibly upsetting to fucking read. Antifa agitators arrested at Seattle pro-Christian rally include trans wolf activist. I feel like that quote, that tweet from me about most trans activists is just literally evergreen. Like every time you read something about a trans activist, I hope that quote just pops into your fucking head. Several of the defendants are repeat offenders and have documented involvement with anarchist extremist group Antifa. The post-millennial has obtained the identities of the violent leftist agitators who were arrested outside of a Seattle City Hall on Tuesday while attempting to disrupt a pro-Christian rally. Seattle police apprehended 8 individuals on various criminal charges, including felony assault on a police officer. The defendants include trans activists, a public school teacher, and individuals who have documented involvement with the anarchist group Antifa. Of the 8 people arrested, 7 were booked into jail. Their ages range from 19 to 60 years old, and half of the accused live outside of the city limits, according to police records obtained by the Post-Millennial. Seattle police apprehended the following individuals. Micah Thomas Napier, 23, of Seattle. And Napier was arrested and booked into King County Jail on the third-degree assault charges. He was released from custody the following day. According to a probable cause affidavit, Napier refused to comply with several police demands and allegedly engaged in an attempted theft. When an officer responded to the situation, Napier allegedly kicked the officer with a straightforward kick and was placed under arrest. Napier, who uses the alias Moses, is a documented Antifa militant who was previously arrested during a violent Antifa direct action in the former deadly Chaz zone on election night in November 2024. He uses they-them pronouns and is heavily involved in Seattle's punk rock scene, according to his social media accounts. That's depressing that he's involved in a punk rock scene, because I like punk rock. That makes me real sad. And also, again, the they-thems continuing to not beat the allegations on this, the first day of Pride Month. The Post-Millennial captured Napier's Tuesday night arrest on video, which showed a brief commotion before Napier was handcuffed and taken into custody. Napier had been wearing a blue bike helmet, a surgical mask, a black and gray top, and cargo pants at the time of the arrest. His blue-colored could be seen poking out of his helmet, according to screenshots taken from the video. You beautiful. That's a lot of polices. That polices is chewing gum.
Just stay right there.
That polices looks like a lawyer.
What was this arrest for?
Peel him off the wall.
What's up, guys?
Off the wall. Back up onto the street.
You can go off
Oh, yeah,
to
it
the
would
side.
be his
You'll be out
blue
of the
hair.
way.
It is poking out.
Thank you. Yeah, staying on the street.
Beep. Spirit of the underachiever, thank you, my dude. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. This guy doesn't look like a real police officer. He looks like oh god, what's that like fucking comedy police officer show that's in like Las Vegas or some shit?
Really. Let's do it. It's go time. Genuine ostrich.
He looks like from there. What the fuck was that show called? Reno 911. Thank you, chat. Yeah, he looks like a Reno 911 officer. He doesn't look like a real fucking cop, dude. He doesn't look like a real cop. I don't know what it is. It's just like his demeanor, all right? It looks like I could fucking take him in a fight, okay? And I'm just like an anime woman. Well, the affidavit only mentions the suspect as a John Doe. Hey, I can turn my background music back on. The Post-Millennial was able to determine that the unnamed suspect mentioned in the report was Micah Napier via the timestamp of his arrest listed on jail bookings, which matched the timestamp on the affidavit. Oh, what the fuck? Micah Napier's Instagram account. This does not look like a mentally sound individual. There we go. Look at that. Look at that fucking facial expression, chat. That is the face of a mentally unwell individual. I don't know what to say, man. Bro just looks crazy. Yeah, if I saw that on the street at night, I'm fucking crossing the road, dude. I'm not staying on the same sidewalk as that thing. He's the image of stability. Is that makeup or are their eyes just that fucked? He does look like he's wearing makeup. He does look like he has like paint or some shit like all over his face. Like he's trying to cosplay Lil Peep or some shit, you know? like a very colorful, gayer Lil Peep. John Brenton Siebenbaum. Siebenbaum was arrested on third-degree assault charges and booked into the King County Jail. He was released the following day. Siebenbaum... I say Siebenbaum, and it makes me think of Semenbaum, which makes me think of, like, a fucking baum being like, part of the word for tree, so it's just like semen tree. Thank you, dear Santa Claus. has been accused of assaulting a police officer outside Seattle City Hall. According to probable cause affidavit, a Seattle police officer had attempted to move Siebenbaum away from the other officers while being ordered back from a violent encounter. Siebenbaum then allegedly pushed another officer with 2 open hands, causing the officer to fall into additional officers. It's like Officer Dominoes! The assaulted officer stated that he did not sustain injuries from the attack, according to the affidavit. Mr. Seamantree looks like a relatively normal individual, so this is kind of like tragic for him, actually. That's kind of tragic for him. He actually looks like somewhat muscular. What causes it to happen where like you have like big muscles, but then you have like bloated belly? Is that just like beer? Is that just like beer drinking? Jizz bush. Oh my god. So here's the video of Seamantree. What the fuck is this little trans goblin in the background? Did you guys see that? Like creeping around like it's gonna preemptively strike? Look at him creeping. You might have been able to creep and blend in, but unfortunately your hair is bubblegum pink and your cloak is not invisible, it is cotton candy colored. That's a witch. The Tonberry steps, Clay. It wasn't a Tonberry pose. I fucking love Tonberries. They're cute as fuck.
Hey, who looks tougher? Hey, you gonna shoot that shit? Get your cameras off me, dude.
Let him go!
Do these police officers have fucking paintball guns? What the fuck is this? That's so non-threatening. I'm a ninja. I'm a brave trans ninja. I'm burn the witch. Nya! A lot of screaming. And what's the purpose? They're pepper balls? What is a pepper ball? I don't know what a pepper ball is. What's going on in the video? Strange individuals are being arrested. Tear gas in ball form? Oh, so it's like pepper spray, but like in a little explodey ball. I feel like the pepper spray would hurt less than the ball hitting you in the face, though. Pepper ball.
I legitimately just came in here just to wait. I'm a fucking US veteran. I don't need to do this. I'm completely volunteering.
Yeah, he's got, like, you can tell he's muscular, but he's got, like, bubble belly.
Park. Stand me up against their bikes, stand me up against a car, and then tell me it's my fucking fault because I can't move.
He can't move.
This fucking guy can't push that away. I'm like, no, I can't move. Just let me stand. I'm fucking away.
That girl can arrest you? I don't even see a girl, I'll say horror. I only see men.
Literally, as I'm moving out of the way, another cop pushes me into the other cops, and then fucking...
In front of the cum tree? Oh, yeah, I guess she is kind of cute. But she's a female police officer, so you know she's probably incompetent as fuck. Rolando Morlon Haynes, aka Rolando Haynes de la Vega of Everett, Washington. Haynes was arrested on third-degree assault charges and booked into the King County Jail. He was released the following day. Authorities have accused Haynes of interfering with an arrest and assaulting 2 police officers. According to a probable cause affidavit, Haynes had allegedly blocked the entrance to the event and would not move when ordered by police. Officers moved to arrest defendant Siebenbaum, and Haynes attempted to unarrest him. He then allegedly pushed 2 police officers and proceeded to hit one of their arms, according to the affidavit. The post-millennial captured Haynes' arrest on video, and he had been wearing a green shirt, gray pants, and red crossbody bag. At the time, he was handcuffed and then placed into a paddy wagon. There's the Goblina again. The sad thing about the riot cop game is you can hit commie lockers in the nuts with paintballs. What? Is this going to be like the same exact video, or is there a little bit of a difference? I guess this is more focused on the green shirt guy.
I legitimately just came in here just to wait. I'm a fucking US veteran. I don't need to do this.
There's the cute cop lady again.
On your part. Stand me up against their bikes, stand me up against a car, and then tell me it's my fucking fault because I can't move. How the fuck am I supposed to move? This fucking cop, this fucking guy can't push that away. I'm like, no, I can't move. Just let me stand. I'm fucking away.
The girl is mewing.
Get out of your way. Literally, as I'm moving out of the way, another cop pushes me into the other cops, and then
What's that weird, like, tape text on that wall behind them? According to Haynes' LinkedIn account, he currently works and or has worked at security personnel for a queer-centric 21-plus nightclub in Seattle called the Kremwerk and Timber Room Complex. Kremwerk? Can you get the Keemcock at the Kremwerk? Well, the probable cause affidavit retracted Haynes' identity. The post-millennial was able to determine it, blah, blah, blah. Naya Shiro Okami, 30, of Seattle, Washington. Okami was arrested on 4th-degree assault charges and booked into jail before being released the following day. According to jail records and Seattle police, Okami, a trans-identifying male born as Matthew Joseph Schimmel, is a prominent trans activist in the Seattle area and made national headlines in 2022 after Okami came out identifying as a transgender British Columbia wolf. On all levels except physical. The King County Prosecutor's Office has not yet received a charging referral from the Seattle police. They could not provide a probable cause affidavit to further detail the allegations against Okami at the time the report was published. And before we go on to gay Thor down there, we're gonna recap a little bit about what's going on with this guy. We got here are the exclusive identities of the leftist agitators arrested while trying to disrupt a Christian rally at the Seattle City Hall. The accused include a public school teacher, a trans activist, and documented members of Antifa. And then they go through the members down here once again. There's Queer Thor. We have Naya Shiro Okami. Okami self-identifies as a transgender British Columbia wolf and made national headlines after coming out in 2022. And again, there's like the pictures of the guy. And that is, if all of us remember, on all levels except physical, I am a wolf. It was not enough attention to come out as a wolf and bark on television. He needed to become trans as well. This is another case of, I don't think that this person is actually dysphoric. I don't think they have dysphoria. I think they are just using the trans identity to push an ideology. I don't think this is an autogynephiliac, because he never seemed to have any sort of like, I get off on being treated like a woman. He was more like, I enjoy being a wolf. So this is definitely more ideology focused than AGP, unless he has that secret fetish and has never spoken about it publicly somehow. Austin Lee Wiedmeyer, 33. Wiedmeyer was arrested on 3rd-degree assault charges and booked into the King County Jail. He was released from custody the following day, records show. The Post-Millennial captured video footage of Wiedmeyer's arrest outside Seattle City Hall. The incident occurred when Antifa militants and trans activists surrounded a young mother holding her infant as they attempted to leave the pro-Christian rally. Wiedmeyer was apprehended shortly after the police responded to the volatile situation, according to the audio.
Can you stop putting your fucking hands off me, you piece of shit?
Can you imagine the smell of one of these rallies? Look at that person hugging that pole, man.
Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig!
I genuinely cannot tell if this individual is man or woman. This is like, maybe I've just consumed too much video game propaganda, but I genuinely cannot tell if this is a man or a woman. That's a man, baby? I don't know. It could just be like a unfortunate woman. Body type A, El Goblino. That guy needs a shower. Gorlock the Destroyer, true. Hit, help.
Are you gonna push me again? If I'm proving you're gonna do it.
Man, they're like fascist chant isn't even taking on for everyone in the crowd, so like I can't hear anything they're saying except for the word fascist at the end of it.
What's your name? What's your name?
Show us your face!
Oh, now they're saying no justice, no peace. Okay, all right, we've moved on. Gay Thor has a belt and still can't even keep his pants up. Imagine. Imagine. A family showed up to the event late and got attacked. They were trying to find the entrance to the Christian event and an Antifa mob swarmed them. It looked like at least one person was arrested. Why are they filming this from 1996 though? That's my question.
So they're clearly rescuing this family with kids who is trying to get in or out of the event.
ADHD Tifa can't focus on their chant for more than 20 seconds. True and real.
And now he's saying Jesus loves you to the crowd that was trying to hurt him and his children. And
Do I need to repeat that this is why nobody takes Christians seriously in current year anymore? You literally just got attacked by a giant mob of people and your first response is to turn around and say Jesus loves you? Come the fuck on, dude. Come the fuck on.
police are like, please go.
Turn the other cheek. Yeah, hit it harder, daddy. We used to have crusades. Bring those Christians back.
Were you guys leaving the event? Or you were trying to get into the event?
I didn't know where the entrance was.
I'm so sorry.
Aw, they tried to steal her blanket.
So those people were trying to get into the event, and the crowd went after them.
This is here's the guy they arrested after they had to escort the family out that had been trying to get into the event. The event was so full, they had to turn people away who didn't get there early, leaving those people at the mercy of Antifa. Seattle PD had their eyes on and protected. There's Gay Thor.
I don't want to go in there with them. These are the people I don't like.
And no justice, no peace. We need to steal all the knitted blankets from the mothers of tiny children. The King County Prosecutor's Office has not yet received a charging referral from the PD, so further details surrounding his arrest can't be reported at this time. Melissa Marie Shemwell, 28, Shemwell was arrested on obstruction charges and booked into the King County Jail. She was released from custody the following day, according to jail records. Online records show that Shemwell has been employed as a secondary science teacher at Interlake High School in Bellevue, Washington since 2023. King County Prosecutor's Office has not yet received a charging referral. I do not trust this woman to teach science. I'm going to be real. The additional 2 suspects arrested by the Seattle PD have been identified as Randy Aumdamsuk Faysith. What the fuck? 19 of Marysville, who was arrested on 4th-degree assault charges, and an unidentified 60-year-old suspect from Linwood, Washington, who was apprehended on 4th-degree assault charges, but was not booked into jail. SPD has not yet provided the King County Prosecutor's Office with charging referrals for these suspects. Jonathan Coey said, "I'm okay, thank you SPD for checking my video and arresting the far-left activist who assaulted me for doing my job." Breaking journalist Coey Show was just assaulted by trans Antifa activists outside Seattle City Hall.
Stay away, don't even come near me. I'm here to cover it. Not your community.
Why?
Have a gay day.
What do you mean, why? What were they doing Saturday, dog? What are they doing Saturday,
I don't
dog?
think he's having a very gay day. He doesn't seem very happy to me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Hey, police!
This guy just fucking assaulted somebody.
Get them! We have to
Fucking things back up. That fucking hit. That guy was hit by that guy.
He assaulted me.
I have a witness.
I think literally everyone is just so fucking tired of these people being the aggressors and then trying to claim to be the victim afterward.
You're
like,
getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
It's something I've seen for fucking years. It's something we've all seen for fucking years. It's incredibly surreal to be the target of it. Like, this was my first encounter being the target of the people attacking me, then pretending to be the victim. And it's insane that, like, anyone actually believes it. They're unironically making the bigots they feared. Oh, 1,000% Like Asmund said, it's not black fatigue, it's asshole fatigue. 100%. Like, people are just fucking fed up with the, like, forever victim asshole mentality. Like, throw shit, you're gonna get shit thrown back at you. You can't pretend to be a victim when you were the aggressor.
That was a fucking viral.
He insulted me. He insulted me.
You got it on video.
Step back, step back.
Yakama Skagit? That's not even English. What are they writing on that wall?
Joe, you okay?
I'm okay, man. If I didn't defend myself, 2 against 1, that's how they play. They're unfair. 2 against 1.
Oh, wow. And you're gonna bring it back. This guy just fucking assaulted someone, you're bringing it back.
You come at me and get unfair. I'm going to defend myself.
Darvo all the way. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of
I
it.
got it all on video. Let's go back. Absolutely.
Black people where? All the people in the video are white? No, that guy said, like Asmund said. So a few days ago, Asmund was talking about the phenomenon of people posting about black fatigue on Twitter. If you type in black fatigue on Twitter, you're going to find a metric fuck ton of posts, right? And Asmund was saying that he doesn't think that it's black fatigue. He thinks it's asshole fatigue, right? Because it's not just black people that people are tired with, right? And I think saying that would be kind of racist. So I agree with Asmund that it's like, it's not black fatigue, it's asshole fatigue, right? People are tired of assholes. People are tired of the Darvo. People are tired of those being aggressors pretending to be victims, right? Like, they're just fed up with everything about it.
That guy. That guy.
Everyone that's not normal fatigue.
That guy.
How dare you arrest someone that was trying to assault other people? You should arrest the victim of the assault instead. He's the real aggressor. You gotta put gloves on before you handle these Antifa people. You don't know what might be on their bodies.
You guys have the wrong guy.
Move back. Go to the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. What?
Is this the unemployed Olympics? True.
Especially when you didn't do it.
Police look like they're ready for war. No, they don't. They don't even have real guns. They have pepper ball guns.
Step back on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk. Out of the street. On the sidewalk.
That fucking ginger and the black guy next to him are like the two most actual police-looking police officers I've seen in all of these videos. Seattle's finest. There's a dominatrix in police gear over there on the right. The crazy part is the mayor of Seattle blamed the Christians for having the rally in the first place. Well, that doesn't surprise me, considering they're the mayor of this fucking shithole, right? It's like Discord Reddit mod town. You remember another video of the protest? Apparently they were throwing balloons full of urine, so yeah, using gloves is recommended. Yes, someone mentioned that earlier.
Back on Saturday. Back on Saturday.
The Seattle mayor calls the Christians far right. That term literally has no meaning anymore. Literally has no meaning at this point. What else do we have here? Seattle PD make 2 arrests outside of Seattle City Hall after a trans Antifa activist assaulted a journalist. There's a large police I didn't even know it was a trans person. New finally coming up for air after a wild day covering Antifa militants at Seattle City Hall. Cops say 8 of them were arrested, including this goon who targeted post-millennial reporter Katie Daviscourt. I got the perp walk, working on a full wrap for Frontline Turning Point USA.
Another Antifa militant arrested here right now.
This guy's dressed like it's fucking Halloween. What the hell? Can you imagine how hot it must be in that fucking getup? What the hell is this LARPer?
Katie, what happened with the arrest, guys? Did you see what happened with the arrest?
That's the guy who hunted me down. I'm about to post it, but they all hunted me down. Seattle police had to save me.
She looks really similar to Tommy Lauren. I don't know how to say her name.
Ski Mask. Why was Ski Mask arrested? I'm not sure. He said that he needed to be arrested.
Okay, that's the guy who hunted me down.
Okay. Well, clearly there's a contingent out here waiting for everybody, so. All right.
Seattle police arrested 8 leftist agitators who mobilized to disrupt a pro-Christian rally at Seattle City Hall on Tuesday. Following a weekend of political unrest at the hands of anarchists. Let me turn on my BGM again. I think we're done with videos. And trans activists. The event came in response to Democratic Mayor Bruce Harrell condemning a Christian worship event on Saturday. Why? Which was held in the former deadly Chaz zone in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle. Antifa militants and trans activists mobilized to disrupt the event. They allegedly launched violent assaults on police officers and Christian event-goers for several hours, resulting in 23 arrests. It feels like it should be way more if that lasted hours, man. Instead of condemning the violent leftist agitators, Mayor Harrell issued a strong rebuke of Christians and blamed them for holding an event in the city's predominantly LGBTQ neighborhood. Come on, man. The mayor referred to the peaceful Christian group as far right and said he stood with the LGBTQ community. Harrell's office had suggested the group hold their concert in Cal Anderson Park rather than Pike Street, where the group initially sought a permit. The faithful community was incensed by Mayor Harrell's remarks, prompting a group of Christian pastors to hold a Tuesday rally and call for the mayor's resignation. Mayor Harrell has since doubled down on his rebuke of Christians, and Antifa militants and trans activists mobilized again to violently disrupt the event. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino announced that the agency would be investigating targeted political violence against Christians, and the White House issued a statement condemning the left-wing violence. Additionally, Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division, Harmeet Dhillon, suggested that her department would also be investigating. Oh, hey, we got another video? Just kidding. Another Vimdy bullet. They're not even, like, bothering anyone. They're just having, like, a little music fucking thing. Wow, very violent, right? Someone had a sign on the far right, you probably couldn't see because of my hat, that said, God reigns over Seattle. I feel like God has abandoned Seattle at this point, unfortunately. This looks more like a pride rally than pride rallies today. Yeah, if somebody sent me this footage, right, and it was like more 1996, so I couldn't read the signs, I'd be like, yeah, this is probably an old pride rally. Oh no, they're practically Hitler. It look like a 90s pride rally. Banger tunes, though. Clearly a bunch of violent lunatics, clearly akin to the Westboro Baptist Church. Oh, that's the end. That's a wrap. That was the end there. Alrighty. Asman responded to Cash and said, y'all really need to get on top of some of these people online. They promote this shit and nothing ever happens to them. Reddit, TikTok, etc. Radicalizations for violence like this are everywhere online. And it's interesting that, like, the people who are radicalizing others are the first to try and silence people like me and claim that we are being radical and that our voices need to be silenced and we need to lose, like, our finances and shit. Asmongold's gonna get someone party vent. A fucking donut. Yeah, the donut. Anyone in particular? Any names come to mind? Particularly? Maybe someone with a Gucci bag, maybe? Realtors panic as buyers pull out of deals at near record levels. Market is crashing before our eyes. I'm really hoping that one of those houses I put a bid on comes crawling back so I can offer them like $50,000 lower than my initial offer. This is the game I want to play now. The U.S. housing market is teetering and buyers are running for the exits. Spooked by high mortgage rates, mounting insurance premiums, and growing fears of a shaky economy, an astonishing 1 in 7 buyers are bailing at the last minute. In April alone, 56,000 home purchase contracts were canceled, equal to 14.3% of all pending deals, according to a new report from Redfin. That's the second highest April cancellation rate ever recorded, topped only by the early pandemic chaos in 2020. We see a lot of deals collapsing, especially in major markets like Las Vegas and Phoenix. Real estate expert and CEO of Fire Cash Buyer, Joel Efosa, told DailyMail.com. It's especially first-time buyers. Hey, that's me! Some are losing their jobs. Others simply no longer qualify for loans because they don't make enough or have good enough credit. Good. You should not be getting inflated loans when your credit and your income don't allow for it. The ages of the government paying your loans for you are fucking over. He added, realtors are asking sellers to accept the truth. The market is crashing before our eyes. Reasons for would-be buyers to bail are stacking up fast. Shaky economy and fear of jobs as a result has caused many to get cold feet as they worry they will not be able to cover the monthly payments. Stubbornly high mortgage rates that hit 7% mean those payments are higher than many want to pay. Growing evidence of the house price bubble burst are the icing on the cake for many. They do not want to buy now, only to see property values plummet. We are waiting with bated breath to see that $500,000 house you listed at $1.6 million to fall into the fucking dirt, you narcissistic, selfish boomers. The Miami housing market is on a knife edge as spiraling numbers of home buyers pull out of deals. It's at the latest area in the Sunshine State at risk of a crash. Desiree Bourgeoisie? Is that really Bourgeoisie as a last name? A Redfin realtor in Detroit said that at a recent open house, younger buyers were worried about how tariffs and the economic uncertainty around them was going to impact the housing market. Now, maybe I'm just fucking stupid, chat. But, like, how are the tariffs going to impact the housing market? How are tariffs going to impact houses that are already built and already exist here? They don't. Yeah, like, I don't think they do. So I'm wondering why young buyers are worried about how tariffs are going to impact it. Importing the house from China. Yeah, it would only affect new builds and only if they're importing construction materials, right? Like, if it's an already built house, it shouldn't have any effect. Because it's a lie. They're hearing the words tariffs and recession, and it's making them nervous that if they buy now, the value of their home will decline, and they don't know whether mortgage rates will go up or down. There's a lot of uncertainty out there with buyers trying to understand how their purchase would fit into their personal finances and broader economic puzzle. Meanwhile, Efosa, CEO of Fire Cash Buyer, said that he has pulled out of 2 contracts recently because he's not optimistic about where the U.S. housing market is headed. Instead, he's waiting for the market to crash, and then he plans to buy. I'm waiting on the market to cycle as it did in 2008. This is a perfect storm for an eventual market crash due to the affordability crisis. I will be one of the smart ones waiting on the sideline to buy at the right time, not at the top of the market. And once again, Florida is proving to be a problem. The Sunshine State accounts for 5 of the 10 areas with the highest cancellation rates, including Orlando at 19.4%, Tampa at 19.1%, and Miami at 18.9%. Other cities hit hard with last-minute cancellations include Atlanta, with 20% of pending sales falling through. This was followed by Riverside, California, 19.1%, and Fort Worth, Texas, 18.7%. Buyers are also being met with too many choices, which is causing them to back out of deals at the last minute. Housing inventory is at a 5-year high, and some buyers are backing out during inspection in hopes of finding something better. In disaster-prone areas like California and Louisiana, skyrocketing insurance premiums are killing deals. I can understand this in California, especially after the fires, with like insurance companies pulling out of the area entirely. Like you can't even get insurance through them anymore. And then people backing out during inspection. Once again, New England's market, the way that the market is set up and the way that the realtors practice that like artificial fear of missing out with placing timelines on when you can put a bid in, it encourages buyers to give up their rights to an inspection just to get the house because they fear they'll lose it to someone else. And these are large purchases, right? People don't want to lose out on their dream house. And so the fact that a lot of people who are getting inspections are backing out at that inspection point, not even because something was incredibly wrong, but because something was wrong enough that they could back out legally without losing money, and they just want to find something at a better price, that is going to cause a lot of fucking issues. Don't forgo inspection. Do not be dumb. Do not forgo inspection. I don't care how bad you want that house. Do not forgo inspection. Some lenders won't sign off if buyers can't ensure the home affordability. But despite many potential buyers' ability to seal the deal, savvy house hunters are on alert. Redfin reports that when deals fall through, there's a window of opportunity for those who are serious about buying. 2 of my agents got great homes this way, said Allison Williams, a Sacramento-based agent. When a deal collapses, we jump in before the home even relists. Williams advises that if a buyer is outbid, they should have their real estate agent submit a backup offer anyway. If the winning bidder backs out, you're up next, likely at a discount. In the current housing market, sellers are also having to come back to reality on pricing on concessions. It's a buyer's market. When buyers pull out, sellers are lowering prices and offering concessions just to seal the deal. While Florida sits atop the cancellation study, the biggest year-over-year jumps in contract fails come from Anaheim, California, up 3.1 points, Seattle, Milwaukee, and Los Angeles, all areas dealing with too many listings flooding the market. On the low end, Nassau County, New York, had the lowest cancellation rate in the U.S. at 4.8%. With the mass cancellations, EFOSA believes a market correction is inevitable. It's already happening, EFOSA warned. Foreclosures are up. The market will have to come down. The numbers don't lie. Foreclosures are already up. People are pulling out of their contracts. They're canceling after inspections. Sellers are finding that they need to concess more in order to encourage buyers to go through with the deal. And we haven't even gotten to September yet. September is finally when the government program, the FHA, is going to stop paying for people's mortgages on the back end. So this is also when a massive amount, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of foreclosures will start going through at the end of this year, beginning of next year. So it's going to get way, way fucking worse for people trying to sell. Meanwhile, sellers are panicking about just how much they'll have to lower the price of their homes in order to sell. I got some news for you. If you're trying to price at like 400, 500,000, like a single family home for, you know, blue collar dudes and their wife and like 2 children, if you're trying to price those $400,000 or $500,000 homes in the like $1.3+ million range, you're fucking psychotic. All right? Like, you shouldn't be panicking because you overpriced it to a ridiculous fucking degree, you maniacal retard. Over the next year, home prices will drop by 1, according to Redfin, marking the end of more than a decade of almost uninterrupted price hikes. Before and during the pandemic, when there were record low mortgage rates, buyers would often face bidding wars and lose out on homes. Now, the ball is in their court. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate was 7% on Memorial Day. Redfin predicts rates are likely to hover around 6.8% through 2025. Meanwhile, inventory keeps rising. The number of homes on the market has shot up 16.7% in just a year, to the highest level in 5 years. I don't think I'm going to be quite as lucky as anyone else. Like, I think the New England prices are going to crash, but it's going to be much less of a crash than the rest of the country. Similar to like New York City and LA, I don't think they're going to crash quite as hard as everywhere else, just because those have always been like hot, fast-paced markets that have always been sellers markets. I can't remember the last time anywhere in like southern New Hampshire, northern Mass kind of area has been a buyer's market. I don't know if this is at TwitchCon or not, but we read about the Chris Bohr's ghost behaviorist guy taking on a Sonichu medallion, and he was gonna have some like fucking seance shit and journey into looking into how the medallion is actually cursed. And he set up like a little display of the Sonichu medallion at some convention. So my Sonichu medallion display is the hit of the con this weekend. So many people stopping by to take pictures of it. They never learn. Yeah, the dark energy is so powerful. That one That one rosary is not going to be enough to help you, Sar. It's so over for him. I am heavily invested. I really hope that he comes out with, like, the fucking series on this medallion soon, because I want to fucking watch it. I want to watch it so fucking bad, dude. Cast it into the fire.
What are you waiting for? Just let it go!
I see, I don't even, Sonichu? Why did he fucking censor Sonichu pretty often? Is there anything I can do to ward off anything that might come from that? Apparently, if you buy a wand from that King Cobra guy, that could counteract the Sonichu powers. This isn't real lore, this is just my headcanon. Twitch's upcoming rewind function will be paywalled behind a paid subscription to either the channel or an active turbo subscription. Like, people have been asking, all right, let me just open my Twitch. Hold on a second. There's no like seeking bar on the video like there should be for YouTube. Like there should be a seeking bar there, but if you click on my name and then you go to, sorry, you go to videos, not about. If you go to videos and then you go to broadcast, the one with the question mark is the one that's live. So if you click on this one, now you get a tracking bar. So now you can just track. Just convoluted and not as nice. Yeah, you can just track wherever the fuck you want. Like, I don't know why it's hidden behind this. For saying the end. I think it's really stupid that it's hidden behind having to go to the videos page to get your tracking, right? But the fact that they're like, we're adding a new rewind feature. It's not new. It's always been here. It's just been convoluted because Twitch is fucking trash. And they absolutely should not hide a rewind feature behind a paid subscription to either my channel or their turbo fucking bullshit. They're gonna charge you for shit that's free? Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. I'm so glad that more people are starting to fucking multicast. Why is there the diaper? Why did it land on that? I'm so glad there's more people gonna be multicasting and Twitch is gonna reap the fucking find out phase. Good. Why would you say good to this? Do you have brain damage? They want hey, it's Tiger Dog. I know that guy. They want everyone to get turbo because they only pay the streamer money from turbo when they actually have ads to run on the channel. Ad plus turbo revenue for the streamer are tied together and Twitch wants more content for free. And I mean, like, if I go to my earnings right now, if I go to my earnings page right now, where are we? Ads, advertisements. Okay, so last month, the last 30-day period, I got $1.55 in advertising. And for this 30-day period, I've gotten 63 cents thus far. Why does Twitch get to play ads on my channel and reap the benefits of playing ads on my channel when I don't get the benefits of ads on my channel because I have all the no-no filters? Because I accurately filter my channel for profanity or possible sexual content or political content? How come Twitch gets to run ads and make all of the money from those ads? But if I make money from it, supposedly the advertisers will get upset. Because fuck you, that's why. Advertisers are running away and Twitch isn't profitable. It's such BS. It is BS. It is BS. And that's why I've been shilling on Kick that your warm, delicious little bodies, now is the time for ethical cannibalism. You get me American penny dollars just by existing in my Kick chat. It isn't even ad dependent. You just got to exist in Kick chat and I get paid. Happening now, first responders on scene of a multi-vehicle crash in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee, a popular tourist town. Reports are saying that a woman had a seizure while driving, hit the gas instead of brake. Multiple people hit. Okay, that's not a terror attack. That's an unfortunate medical emergency, not a terror attack. Okay. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, God. That's still bad. Still bad, but not a terror attack. It's a holy shit. Just female driver things.
Major crash in this Gatlinburg here. We've got a serious accident here. This is in Gatlinburg.
That's crazy.
In the middle of Tennessee, the middle of Gatlinburg. There's multiple crashes. There's guys laying on the sidewalk. Direct here in Gatlinburg.
I saw someone in chat ask, why is somebody prone to seizures driving? There was a really bad crash in Boston that we covered, I think last month. I'm saying last month, but it's June now. I think it was in April, where somebody had a seizure while driving like a big box truck and caused multiple injuries in Boston. And I'm seeing like another seizure incident here as well. And it makes me think, right? Over in Massachusetts, illegal immigrants were able to be given driver's license without even taking any kind of driver's exams. So I'm wondering how many people have like dire medical issues that are given licenses that shouldn't have licenses. I don't have a dire medical issue, but I'm smart enough to understand I shouldn't have passed my licensing exam, and they passed me anyways. And my panic attacks would be a danger to myself and others on the road, so I don't drive. I have the brain cells to understand that if I got in a vehicle, I am driving an instrument of death and I could cause someone else's injury because a panic attack can happen at any time. I wish more people would take on this consideration in their brains and be like, maybe I shouldn't get in this car. Why can't people just play the game perfectly like me? What happened in Gatlinburg, Tennessee? 6 injured in multi-vehicle crash on 700 block of Parkway. It's updated June 2nd. They're living in the future, man. A 5-vehicle crash in downtown Gatlinburg on Sunday injured 6 people, with 3 airlifted to a hospital. The incident occurred in the 700 block of Parkway around 4:14 p.m. Authorities are investigating, and a social media claim suggests a medical episode caused the crash, but officials have not confirmed the cause. Oh boy. I'm so glad it wasn't another terror attack. I would have crashed out, dude, as the Zoomers say. A multi-vehicle crash in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee on Sunday afternoon left 6 people injured, according to city officials. The collision occurred around 4:14 in the 700 block of Parkway between traffic lights 6 and 8, and involved 5 vehicles. 3 victims were airlifted to the University of Tennessee Medical Center by Lifestar helicopter, while 3 others were transported by ambulance. The Gatlinburg Police Department confirmed both the GPD and Tennessee Highway Patrol are actively investigating the incident. Social media user claimed the crash was caused by a woman who had a seizure while driving and accidentally hit the gas instead of the brake. However, authorities have not confirmed this, and the official cause of the accident has not yet been released. Okay, so it's possible. We have a possible explanation of it being a medical emergency. I don't know who Bruce Schneider is or where he's getting his information, right? Owner of MindFix TV, independent news. I don't know. I don't know who he is, so I mean, grain of salt. If it was a medical emergency, still fucking tragic, but at least it was not another terrorist attack. Car crashes into several vehicles, pedestrians in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. At least 6 people were injured. Mass casualty incident declared. Unclear if intentional. I mean, from the aerial shot, it definitely doesn't look as bad as in the video. Like, if I had just seen the aerial shot, I would have been like, this doesn't look that bad. I'm going to speak to the president about Diddy pardon, but I'm not demanding he do anything. Why would you talk to the president about pardoning ding 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 ding? Why would you do that? 50 Cent's going to the Oval Office eventually to have a chat with Donald Trump about Diddy, telling fans he plans to share his raw thoughts with the president, but not to convince the president to take a pardon off the table. The rapper has put up a flurry of posts about the president saying during a recent interview that he will consider pardoning Diddy if the mogul is convicted. Why would Trump do that? Why would Trump pardon the Diddy Party guy? I feel like that would be a very bad thing to do. Why would you? I would very much disagree with him doing that. Wasn't 50 against Diddy? Who had dirt on 50? Why is this happening? In the first 50 wrote, he said some really bad things about Trump. It's not okay. I'm gonna reach out so he knows how I feel about this guy. Several news outlets took that to mean 50 is going to make sure Diddy stays locked up, which 50 says is taking his statement too far. Also, whoever wrote this at TMZ, holy shit, get a fucking editor. Holy fuck, dude. 50 Cent's little tweet thingies here say, Donald doesn't take well to disrespect and doesn't forget who chooses to go against him. While working tirelessly to make America great again, there's no room for distraction. He would consider pardoning anyone who is being mistreated, but not Puffy Daddy. At 50 Centation. What? He said some really bad things about Trump. It's not okay. I'm gonna reach out so he knows how I feel about this guy. I didn't say I would nuke anything. I simply said I will make sure Trump is aware. 50 clarified on his social media that he's going to just tell Trump how he feels about the mogul, while also letting Trump know about some alleged comments 50 said Diddy made about the president. As you know, 50 Cent's taken quite a few shots at Diddy since the Supa producer was arrested back in September, clowning him a few times. Most recently, he shared an AI-generated image of himself in a Free Diddy t-shirt. This seems really contradictory, right? Like, if 50 Cent was taking shots at Diddy and clowning on him, why would he share an image of himself wearing a free Diddy t-shirt? That don't make no goddamn sense. And also, it sounds like the article did the same thing that happened to me, where they make the title something that's not actually what they say in the article. How much you want to bet this is an AI article? It was probably just written by an Indian, like my Sportskeeda ones. As you know, Diddy's in the middle of his federal sex trafficking trial with a former assistant using the pseudonym Mia testifying against him last week. President Trump, who just pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley, might be thinking about pardoning Diddy, but it sounds like 50 wants to talk to him first. I don't know who Todd and Julie Christie are. I don't know who these people are. New game show idea, AI or Indian? It just says published, it doesn't say who authored it. It doesn't say who authored it, so yeah, Indian or AI, honestly. But this doesn't sound like 50 Cent wants Diddy to be released. He sounds like he's going to tell Donald Trump the things that Diddy has said about him. It doesn't sound like he's asking about a pardon for Diddy at all. This seems like a smear piece against 50 Cent, actually. He was wearing the free Diddy shirt because there were people outside the courthouse wearing those shirts and being paid $20 an hour to do it. He was asking where the money was. So this is just a hit piece on fucking 50 Cent! How dare they? You can't underestimate how much 50 hates Diddy. He found out his girlfriend attended Diddy parties. I wonder why they would want to, like, fucking smear Diddy like the, or sorry, smear fucking 50 Cent like this then. Like, if 50's been hardcore on the anti-Diddy train, why would they try to paint it as like he's asking for a Diddy pardon? That's fucking scummy, dude. You will never hate journalists enough, man. No wonder him advocating for pardoning Diddy made no sense. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.